Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Pickett now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. The Steelers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Ready up.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Still going. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? And my first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call of this play, partner.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Willis looking to throw it.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Greg Dulcich,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
He's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when we talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Back to throw. Pickett.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nick Bonito.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
70 Ranger.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11.
On the go.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Pickett. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let's go.
2nd and 7. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Willis looks to pass it here. Got his man. It's Dulcich.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
Now 3rd down and 7.
The pistol. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Broncos 14, Steelers 0. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Russell Gage.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Desmond King picks it, and it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
On second down, this is Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DJ Jones drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Up the middle, it's Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 9-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead here this third quarter.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Willis from the gun on third down.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now Austin. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On the give, this is Harris. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, They made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Now Pickett.
And that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Boswell on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
65 catch, 65 catch.
Second down, here's Willis.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
Three-quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Austin. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Pickett's throwing to the hands of Pickens.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the draw, it's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Russell Gage, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he works free. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Willis looking to throw it.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Willis to throw on 2nd.
is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Back to throw, Willis. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Pack the 50, pack the 50.
Willis, gotta have this one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by David Long. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Willis. And that's caught by Williams.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Here's Willis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get it